Hello, Littleton neighbors. I'm Anna Hueston, and I'm asking for your vote on Saturday, May 6th to re-elect me to the Planning Board. I'd like to share a little bit about myself and the Planning Board, current development plans in town, communication, and why I'm qualified to serve again and earn your vote. Littleton is my second hometown. I grew up outside of Denver in a small blue-collar community where we had a homecoming parade, traveling fairs at my local church, and many trains running through town. 7 years ago, when folks at Knox Realty helped us find a place to live in Littleton, they were very welcoming, and I knew this would be a place where I would want to stay. I've enjoyed being a part of the community and contributing my time, which began on the Master Plan Steering Committee shortly after arriving. I have served on the Littleton Planning Board for the last 5 years. We are an elected board of 5 residents, meeting over 20 times per year. The Planning Board has a lot of responsibility, and our work includes drafting or amending zoning bylaws, such as the Village Common District Form-Based Code, and for housing. The Planning Board also reviews applications for commercial and residential development in Littleton. I ask a lot of questions during the application process because I want to make sure applicants follow our bylaws and that their development projects align with the town's master plan. Regarding development, some residents are looking forward to it. Some have no comments, and some have concerns about too much development, traffic, and taxes. These are big topics, so I'd like to use this time to explain the status of development plans in town and their positive aspects, which is why I support them. I'll show a graphic depicting the developments and how they are connected. Let's start on the lower right side of the screen, moving counterclockwise. First, Northern Bank's project on Great Road is underway. This project took 2 years for the Planning Board to approve, as there were many concerns that the developer needed to address during the application process. The positive aspect of this first project to revitalize the Common is that the look will resemble our New England farmhouse design, which residents requested during the charrettes. Second, moving upward in the graphic, we have King Street Common at the former IBM site, which is a planned project that includes the current mill site across Great Road. This project will take up to 10 years to build out. The next steps in this project include finalizing sewer plans with the developer, Lupoli Companies, receiving their phasing plan as to what will get built first, site plans for that first phase, and the traffic studies. Once the traffic studies are received, there will be public hearings to provide your input, and I urge you to do so. While taxes are not under the purview of the Planning Board, what I can say is that the town has data showing positive financial benefits even after accounting for the impact on town services. The data is from the developer, and efforts are underway to confirm those figures so that we're all on the same page. And if it's correct, it will mean millions of dollars in new revenue for Littleton. Finally, the train station area, which is a continuing project for the Planning Board. Littleton is complying with the MBTA Communities Law to create a zoning district near the train station where multifamily housing units can be allowed. Remember, zoning allows for them to be built. It isn't a development plan. 750 is the number Littleton is required to zone for, which I agree would be a lot of houses by the train station. Instead, Littleton can use 600 of the units from the King Street Common project to count toward the 750. That leaves 150 that Littleton needs to zone near the train station. This is a positive benefit of building the number of units approved at King Street Common, because it means we can zone for a lot less at the train station, and we get 10% affordable units for folks on housing wait lists that include Littleton residents. The other positive of King Street Common is that Lupoli Companies will be providing a transportation connection to and from the train station at its own expense. The next steps for the train station are to acquire more public input before a proposed bylaw goes to a future town meeting. Again, please make sure to provide your input in this process. Communication is critical so that residents are well informed, and I recognize that it can be tough to keep apprised of the ongoing projects. To try and help with that, if elected, I will hold regular coffee hours on weekends to talk with residents about questions. Additionally, based on feedback from residents, we're working on placing project information in town meetings so it is more readily seen by residents. Stay in touch with me. Let's have coffee. My planning board email address is anna4lpb@gmail.com. I am qualified to serve on your planning board for another 5 years based on my experience of doing the work, holding applicants accountable, and staying the course to what the residents want accomplished from the master plan. I ask for your vote on May 6th. Thank you.